because like I still wasn't working, right? I had one gig over the whole pandemic between March and June. I only worked once. Um, so I ended up
Jeez.
selling all of my camera gear. So I had like a Sony A7 III, an A7R III, and a Mavic 2 drone. I had a bunch of lenses, and I sold everything but one camera, one lens. And I had to get a Pocket 4K because it was cheaper. I downsized everything, and I
Yeah.
took all my stuff, used that cash, paid my first and last in the condo that I'm actually in right now. And that's where I lived in Toronto. And in my mind, and the way that my thought process was, I'm going to move to this big city and I'm going to employ the same amount of work ethic because things was just starting to open up a little bit in like end of May, June. I'm going to employ the same level of work ethic in a much bigger city and I'll figure out making this rent. It was expensive, but I'll figure it out.
Yep.
Uh, so work still didn't happen. So work still's not happening. And in my mind, I'm like, I did like doing street photography before fitness. It was a brief stint where I did a lot of street photo. So in my head, I was like, hang on a second. I have this camera. I'm super close to downtown Toronto. I am 20 minutes away. So I could walk over there and I decided that I'm going to set an alarm clock for an hour before sunrise every day and just get shots of the city. No intention to sell anything. That's the only thing I could do. So I started doing that every single morning. I would play a game called Shoot Till It Dies, where I put one SD card in my camera, one battery that's fully charged, and the only way that I'm allowed to come home is if the battery dies or the memory card fills. So I would do that every single
That's
day.
crazy.
I would post it on Instagram. So like I would have like my like camera out in front of my phone, and I'd be like, okay, we're gonna play Shoot Till It Dies, and I'll let you guys pick the photo of the day. So you take a bunch of photos. I'd go back home, kind of sift through them, like kind of find like a top three or five or whatever. Let people vote on it. Pick that photo at the end of the day. And I watched an Evan Ramp video, and he was talking about the value of posting your work on Twitter. And so I posted. Started posting a lot of my street photography work on Twitter. And after that, a little bit after doing it, maybe like a month or so in, someone's like, "Hey, do you sell prints of this? I want a print of this." And I'm like, "Yo, what's a print?"